This is a pre-recorded message from Polymaker Joel in the community chat with Joel on Tuesday. It's not really. Welcome in, everybody. It is live. Of course it's live. It's got the ticker. Ticker means live. I may have had to enable / disable it and then re-enable it when the stream started, but it's there now. So both sides, I think I messed up. You guys might have got 2 notifications going live. Messed up, whatever. I selected the wrong thing. Ended it, reconnected it. I don't even know if you've seen the hiccup, but if it was there, that's on me. I'm hoping, which actually, let's see here. Let me refresh the, oh wait, no, hold on. Don't do I am awesome yet. Let's try this again. I am awesome. Okay, there we go. As soon as I started, 2 entries in. Okay, cool. And it was YouTube, so I know YouTube's working. There we go. Now, YouTube and Twitch, type in I am awesome, and you'll be entered in to win some filament at the end of the stream. And what is today's stream about? No idea. We'll talk about some 3D Printopia stuff, kind of some stuff to expect for those that are going. What are you expecting? What are you excited about? But yeah, that's been my on my mind for the last couple weeks of crunching and getting things done. But our palette is officially picked up this morning and will be delivered Thursday, so day ahead of time. It'll be there ready for us to for me and the team to unpack, put things together, work through the bugs. It's never completely flawless, and I don't think I forgot anything. We'll find out come Friday. Toolkit, I still have to buy a toolkit. That's one thing I need to add to that, because I usually just bring my own tools. Yeah, it beats having to borrow. I think from Murph we had to borrow from Tripod's Garage. Luckily he had the whole kit caboodle. Murph I drove, so I had all my kit, so I didn't have to worry about it, so it was not in the forefront of my mind. And yeah, then after I shipped everything, I'm like, wait, I'm flying, so it's not going to be the easiest thing to fly with power tools. I mean, I could do it, but the batteries are small enough. But toolkit, mark that on the to-do list. Ryobi, that's the way to go. And if you say otherwise, get out of here. our whole team and Polymaker is divided. We have some Ryobi, we have some Milwaukee. I think DeWalt has the primary, the larger stake in the company. But yeah, I don't know if anybody said Makita. But I know a place that has the color match of filaments for said tools, and Ryobi is mine. But welcome in, everybody. Butterscotch Music. I don't know why that name just stood out. I like it. Butterscotch Music. Hey, let's see if I can do a quick go through. Welcome in, Builder's Mark. Familiar name. I think I know you. I think I might have met you before in person. And I think you might have tried to illegally smuggle apple cider vinegar into my luggage, which is a liquid. Well, if it would have been my check bag, I think fine, but otherwise you would have got me arrested. So thanks a lot. Welcome in, Critter 42, Tech Huskies, Jedi Spidey, Raj D1733. Forgot the underscore D1733. Gian, I never remember how to do it. Sean Doan, welcome in. Tink Live, Camaro 45th, Net Ventive, Kinsley K1, Butterscotch Music said hello. Ken Nagel 5. Almost hard to read, but let's see here. Oh, I just lost my place. Tech Huskies, I think is where I left off. Tech Huskies, Sebastian, J Moore 720, Dan Adams, Kimberly Kinsley. I bet you're the same person as Kinsley K1. Just an assumption, but I am Peckinpah. Are you? Are you for sure Peckinpah? I want to see a copy of your driver's license in Discord that shows that your first name is Peckinpah. Because usually you don't refer to yourself as a last name unless you include the first name. So I'm assuming your first name is Peckinpah, which, if it is, hats off to you. Also Skin, welcome in. Raj D. Raj, I think there's 2 Rajes in here too. Raj D17_1733. Bet you the same person there. See, I'm pretty smart, pretty observant. Chief Special K, welcome in. Stream Elements, welcome in. Where have you been, Stream Elements? Wow. You're slow, stream. 3D Medic Vents, welcome in. Ferndog 2292. Yeah. Welcome in. Let's see. I wonder why Stream Elements just now. Hey, we're live. I think We've been live on Twitch and YouTube for a little bit at least. 8 minutes already. I've wasted, well, okay, never mind. 5 minutes for the countdown. 3 minutes of me rambling. But welcome in, everybody. So what are we going to do first? Let's do something that I've been doing each week. Who is Raj D? I don't know. Might be a twin brother. Actually, ping. Okay, so I did ping twice. Yeah, it's because I went live and then I ended it and then I went live again because I had the wrong title and it didn't have the giveaway set up on there. Which, hold on. So I got the first two, but it's not registering anybody else. And I see you guys are doing I am awesome. I am awesome. I spelled it right. What is the deal here? Let me go edit. Yeah, because even Twitch. We might restart it again to see. I don't know. Don't hit anything yet. Let me see what's going on here. Why would it do it twice? Now it's 8 entries. I think StreamYard might be messed up. Pushes all the buttons. Yeah. Okay, now real quick, since we do have more people here, do me a favor, even if you've done it already, do it again. Do I am awesome in chat. I want to see if the entries are registering because it's being weird. And now it's stuck on 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I mean there's more than 8 new ones that have been in there. Huh. What is it doing? Yeah, it's not climbing at all. Keep doing it. I'm going to go back out and then back in. It's weird the way it's doing it. Okay, let's try again. Keep doing it. There we go. Okay, keep going with the I am awesome if you guys don't mind. Even if you've done it, kind of spam it right now. Just spam it one more time. Because now it's at 12 instead of 8. Okay, there we go. Now it's counting live. Sweet. Okay. Go ahead and everybody type in I am awesome. Even if you've done it, do it just to make sure because it did reset, but it is. Okay, now we're actively counting up. YouTube, you can do the same. I space am space awesome. Make sure to do exactly how you see it in chat. And it's registering. Okay, cool. Got that part out of the way. Fix it. We'll do it live. But anyway, what I was getting at before I noticed the giveaway not working, it is now. So keep going. But I've been liking to show, I've been getting back into printing some, of course, some work stuff, plenty of work stuff. Some I can show, some I can't. But also just kind of fun stuff, things that I've seen other people print. I have not done the Ripper mask yet. That is on my list. I've had the H2D preoccupied with other things right now, but I've loved that. I got to figure out, I don't know if I want to go OG colors or if I want to go crazy with it, but I like the way it turns out, especially if you use the black and white just right. It looks cell shaded because the way the battle damage is. But I still want a pan chroma ball cap. Critter 42, lucky for you, there's a ball cap you can download in Maker World and print in any pan chroma color you want. And it's free to download. Not so much free for the filament, but I mean, we give away filament and I don't think it takes more than it definitely doesn't take more than a kilogram. So technically every time I do a giveaway, I'm giving away a potential hat or ball cap. I have thought about printing one of those. I've seen some people, they orient it just right and do the layers just right. It actually like looks textured and stitched. Looks pretty cool. Can't remember who it's by, so I apologize to the designer. But I think it's like the most popular ball cap, and people have modified them. This has been it was a sample given to by another company. They might be at 3D Printopia, Raising Bar Designs. If so, I'd say hit him up, but he can't sell anything with our logo without me saying yes. It's a whole snafu. Let's get actual, regular merch out first. Coming, and then we'll look into what's the possibility of hats. I think he took a buddy out. This is the only hat I have left. I had Raising Bar Designs sent 5. I think 2 Praying Chroma, 2 Fiberon, and 1 Polymaker. And I, surprisingly enough, as much as I love to like collect things, and these are one-offs, you'd think I'd keep all of them because I really wanted to. I'm like, nah, it makes sense to let especially the product manager of each line pick which one they wanted. So yeah, it was very awesome. I think it was 5 or 6 total hats, and this was the one that was left. So it's now become my hat. And I've never been really a hat wearer, but it doesn't look bad. I like the other ones too, the Fiberon and Polymaker. If we can make them to where we can have it as part of our merch, trust me, I would love to. Yeah, and it all depends on the price and everything too. I don't want to try to sell you guys a $50 hat. So price is a big deal. Maybe once y'all release PEBA. I've been seeing that lately. I've been seeing the videos. Peekaboo. No one needs you. No one needs your input. We need you. Stick around. We don't need your input. That sounded way worse when it actually came out of my mouth. That's why I just backtracked a little bit. Sometimes it takes the brain to catch up with the mouth. I got to remember that. But anyway, back to printing stuff. I again printed some. Actually, I'll show you something that will be at 3D Printopia in case you're not going to be at 3D Printopia. But first things first, it was my son's birthday, and then I ended up printing one for myself because I thought it was awesome. Last week, and he is a big Columbus Crew fan. You don't know who Columbus Crew is? That is Columbus, Ohio's MLS soccer team. So, of course, their logo is this. So, Lightbox. Of course, this doesn't have the back or the LEDs. His does. His is up in his room. It was plugged in within minutes of receiving it, but it came out pretty darn clean. And these are actually, this is all HTPLA. And it does have some translucency too, so it does light up as a box. But yeah, just HTPLA, black, white, and yellow. Simple enough, and it does it perfect. And look at that texture. Gotta love when those base, that first layer is just crisp. Paid $300 for a hat. 50. What the? Oh, a Stetson. I'm guessing Builder's Mark. Did you buy a Stetson? You are the type that would wear a cowboy hat, but it would work with you. For me, I don't think I could pull off a cowboy hat. Maybe I could. I don't think I would, but teach their own. If half of our team that is at 3D Printopia bring their hats, then we'll have half a team of Stetson hats. That's just expensive for a hat, but again, to each their own. It's probably also one of those hats that kind of lasts a lifetime. So, but other than that, I didn't print any of these, but with 3D Printopia coming up, whether you're attending or you're going to be exhibiting or whatever, I hope you got your maker chip, because I like to collect them. If you see me, if you're a booth, I'm going to nab one. If they're going quick, please hold one back for me. If you're walking around, I don't know who has maker chips. If I'm talking to you, I might ask, or I might forget. I'll probably forget. But if you got one, like, hey, Joel, here you go. I'm a dad. I wear cargo shorts all the time. My cargo pockets can hold a lot of maker chips. So bring yours. I'm definitely interested in seeing Japan stepped it up a few notches with the Japanese or the Japan Rep Festival with their creativity and what they did with maker chips. There were some crazy ones that I've seen. There's crazy ones I've heard about that I haven't even seen. So I think next year I definitely need to attend, if at least just to collect the maker chips. So again, maker chips. And you know what? I'm telling you, of course, if you're going to 3D Printopia, whatnot, collect them, hand them out, make sure you have your own. But even if you're not going to 3D Printopia, whether it's a small event, a big event, or just for fun, print them. People love to collect them. Don't think that you're, oh, well, nobody knows who I am. No, if you got a cool logo or a name or initials, you don't have to go all out. You can do something very simple I don't have anybody's example, but just again, you do some, your initials or what's your screen name. There's a lot of ways that you can just design your own, make it simple, make it fun. A lot of people do QR codes. If you don't have a website, you don't do socials, you can put something else on the back. You can put another logo. You can put a QR code to Rick Astley's music video, So maker chips, they're gonna be fun. It's gonna be interesting how many are there, because I think they've been increasing each event. Murph being a smaller event, I think it's still increased. There were, of course, people that are only coming to that event that you can get them, and then of course all your typical, we got our fiber on. Let's see if we can get it. There we go, fiber on. Then we got the Polymaker. And hats off to K2 Kevin, not only for pushing the maker chip stuff and making it just fun. Why is K2 Kevin, do I notice an anomaly? Or is mine the anomaly? No, I think the fiber on is slightly smaller, K2. It feels smaller, and yeah, no, it definitely is. Quality issue. I need to talk to a manager immediately. Who's K2 Kevin's manager? But no, anyway, hats off to him. Like I said, number one for kind of pushing the maker chip thing. And also doing tutorials, doing the application stage in our Discord, teaching people more stuff, or teaching people just how to start, and making the stuff available in Maker World. But also hats off to him, because he relieves me of the duty of having to print these things. I have printed them, but he prints 99% of them. So that again it's a lot to do. It's one thing, have the filament and everything loaded up, print, but to keep printing them, making sure you have enough. And I have other things that need to be printed or done at the in the lead up to events. So thank you to him for that help there. Was on the pool, what? It cold. Oh, did it shrink? Yeah, it could have. Maker chips rule. They do shenanigans. 3D. Hello. I haven't seen you around in a while. I miss your face. Are you going to 3D Printopia? I think you're kind of like in between the two, Midwest and then 3D Printopia. Hopefully you're going to make it. If so, make sure to come by, smack me, say, hey, you didn't say hi yet. Heck yeah, going. Awesome. Well, I will see you in just a few days. That's what's crazy. I guess 4 days. I leave in 2 days. Really, at this point now, I think I leave in a day and a half. So it's getting down to to the last seconds. I really hope I didn't forget anything. But it's always in the back of your head that you did, even if you didn't. But let's see here. Raj D, hey Joel, why is not supplying direct? Why are we not supplying direct to the UK? Like, why do we use resellers? So we do have a warehouse in the Netherlands. That, of course, right now just is a wholesale. Wholesale orders, resellers will get shipped there, depending on how big the order is. But retail, we might have something soon, probably through Amazon, maybe. I don't know the details, so I don't do a whole lot with e-commerce. So it's more of me asking questions and then finding what we do, or if I see something big update that Kevin pushes out. But I believe there's plans to do something there, but don't hold me to that. We'll figure it out. It's not a trip if you don't forget something. Pete, you're 100% right. As long as it's not my underwear. I guess I can always buy underwear. As long as it's something I can buy at Walmart, it's fine. If I forget it, I'll just run and get some. But it's always that one like crucial item. Like, is it something that I really needed and now like I can't get it on Amazon in less than 2 days? It's nowhere to be found locally. All the computers, all the cables, everything that needs to run the games are there. No, they're in the event palette. So the problem with the event palette, I have noticed. So we increase things. So we add stuff to the palettes, whether it's going to an event or coming back from an event. We've got a couple extra boxes. Zombie's got his semi truck, his big old tanker truck, which is an amazing print, all in Polymaker filament, of course. And he didn't have the way to ship it back for himself. I'm like, you can just throw it on a pallet. He typically goes what we go to anyway, and if he's not there, it's still a nice piece to display. That unfortunately did not make the cut. I did have to remove some boxes from the event palette to load other boxes. So yeah, we're either going to have to get a even larger palette, which we have a pretty decent sized palette anyway, or we're going to have to go 2 palettes. I have to figure out what is most cost effective, because we always like to go bigger, better. There is one interaction. We're going to have the 2 interactions. We're going to have the scientist game. We're going to have the wall game. But there was a 3rd interaction. We were hoping to make it by then. It is not. I'm still going to work on it. I'm still going to get it to be a thing. I just don't know when it's going to be displayed. Orlando Maker Faire, we might have a booth there. If we do, that's probably one of them that I'll have go. If not, maybe Smurf. I don't know the logistics. I don't know exactly, because the interaction isn't fully built. More modifying the main parts of it. And then one thing when we do all these interactions, obviously the biggest thing is logistics. How do we break it down? How easy is it to put up? We want it to be eventually to where all the games, even the scientist game, will have, open the lid. On the back of it's going to be a printed out layout and diagram of how the stands go, how the scientists go, and just make it ideally that we can send something off, whether it be a small event or a big event. Community could help. Hey, you're going to be near this, you're going to this event, do you mind helping us out? And it's something that I could send to John Doe and say, hey, here you go, instructions are on the box, and he can figure it out and understand how it works. You want it very intuitive to not just set up, but also to run. Ideally kind of self-ran would be the long-term goal. That way then we can talk to more of your faces rather than being stuck at certain locations, which is still fun. We still get to talk to you, but it'll open up a little bit of flexibility. Too young to know I watched Seinfeld, but it's been forever. I'm too old to have a good memory is what it is. 40-foot shipping container. Frostbite 3D. If we continue going the route we're going, we will need a shipping container. We're just going to buy a semi truck. I'm going to get my CDL and just start driving the truck cross country. Palette 2 Pro. I have a Palette 2 Pro. Good old Mosaic. Doesn't really get used that much for some reason anymore. Hope to see it at Maker Faire Orlando. Yeah, Jupiter Robotics. I will be there regardless. I hope to have a booth there, but got to figure out a few different things going on. But there's some cool stuff at Orlando Maker Faire that's going to be going on. We're going to be sponsoring the Robot Ruckus. So you'll see our logo all over the place there. Ways to win, top prizes, and there'll be some giveaways. But again, hopefully a booth too, and then maybe some other event, other stuff going on that I can't talk about yet, that I'm really excited to be part of. Printing a lot of things with the Palette 2 Pro. I didn't use mine a lot. I did use it a handful of times, but I'm too impatient. 3D Print Craft UK. Polymaker do not sell direct to UK, only via resellers, and we do not benefit from. Yeah, so our goal is 3D Print Craft. I didn't kind of iterate too much on it earlier. I don't know the exact logistics of I believe it's going to be Amazon, but our idea is to have everything global, have global releases. So when we say, hey, we have a new Starlight, it's new Starlight to everybody. And then certain times on the products, depending how the shipping and everything happens, if it's running behind for any delay or whatever reason, there might be a rollout where it gets announced in the US and then Europe, or US, Canada, Europe, and then China, or sometimes an upcoming one I think is going to be in China first, just because there were some delays there. But our goal is to have everything global. That way, we have a 20% off sale. It's 20% off globally. I don't have an ETA. I don't have exact schematics of how it all looks and works, but I know that that's the goal. And that's kind of throughout everything we do. We want it to be global because we're a global company. So thank you for your support, through our resellers right now, but I believe something good's coming. If you attend Orlando Maker Faire, have a moment to spare, you should totally go over to Robot Ruckus area and start shouting Jupiter. I will definitely be there because Andy from Palm Beach Bots is awesome host. They did amazing, representing us at the last year's event. So I have to go say hi to Andy, and gave me access to the pit, which was awesome, talking with all the families and groups and finding some insane, skilled and talented, not even teenagers. There's some like 10-year-olds. And you can tell, and it's one thing too, like I'm not blind to the fact that, you know, a lot of parents will do things and like kind of involve their kids and then say their kid did it. You can tell talking to these kids, like the way those kids talked, it wasn't like they only had a slight clue what was going on. They're the ones like, oh yeah, well I did this and this, and I had this motor, but we had this to this, and it's over my head, and I'm 43, so no, I will 100% make an appearance. You're very welcome, 3D Print Craft. Like I said, hopefully, as soon as there is news to announce, obviously, if I can give little hints through this stream, I will. Obviously, any big stuff will get announced as a, you know, marketing splash everywhere. But as soon as I know details and I can share them, I will definitely do so. Joel, has Polymaker ever thought about some type of subscription model where people can get better pricing on filament? We've talked about it. Which we've actually talked about some really cool ways to do it. The logistics, everything else, I don't know. That's something I'll have to follow up with Nico on, because there was something we've talked about before, which I thought was a really cool idea. But that's all I can say. I don't mean to like dangle the carrot and be like, hi, here it is. Here's $1. Here's $1. No, there's been some really cool talk about stuff. Whether it happens or not, I can't say yes. But if we can make what we talked about before happen, oh, you guys will be all over it. Trust me. A monthly surprise subscription. Yeah, see, so that's like, I know like some people are like, oh, they do the transition spools, the goofed up spools. The problem is we don't do like transitions, so we flush the lines and all that, so we don't have like transition rules to offer. And even then, it's just the quality of your switching up, you know, it's just, there's too many things with it. It would be cool, but not even I get transition spools. But yeah, but just hang around, wait and see. Never know the sales that we're gonna have, the different things we have going on. There you go. Well, I'm getting, okay, I want to make sure that wasn't saying that I got disconnected or something. So let's see here. Oh, and then I was going to show one other print. That was what I was talking about earlier. Prints, and this is going to be at 3D Printopia. So we're partnered with a group of students that run a nonprofit, Aeropatera, and they're developing a drone for use in like rescue. That can be modified for different things, or scanners, radiation scanners, heat scanners, etc. Obviously you've seen a ton of drones, but it's a modular, but it's fully 3D printed, other than carbon rods for the let's say the arms, and then obviously the motors and all that stuff, some screws and bolts. But I have, which is not going to look like much. It's not assembled. I'm not going to assemble it because I'm going to assemble it at 3D Printopia. But let's get this lined up here. So of course, you know, obviously the little stubs are where the carbon rods will come out of. And of course, so they do it in PETG carbon fiber, mostly. There's some PA612 carbon fiber for just a couple parts. There is a PETG ESD that they do for the battery cover, or well, battery area. And then this is the battery cover. And then it all slides in. No, I don't have anything mounted, but it slides in and this locks it in place too. So yeah, just a cool thing. This will be fully assembled and looking good. I got to figure out, because I didn't realize until I printed it how large it is. This is going to be the Aeropatera lace design. Free to download even now. If you go to Aeropatera, it's AEROPTERA.xyz. You can actually download this file itself. There's a bill of materials in the file and everything too. So if you're into drone building, you want to kind of build a cool one. The rods, carbon rods, weren't very expensive. Motors, I went super cheap motors. I think they're DJI Phantom 3 motors, just because that's what fits in it. I think you can upgrade those. I just wanted something that I could throw together for display. I'm not going to be flying this. I wouldn't even know how to program it. There's no circuit board or anything in it. But it'll be on display. It'll be a cool thing just to show off just different type of partnerships we do. Because it's not just we do sponsor a ton of robotics, rocket teams, race teams, electric race teams, UAV, submarine, etc. I mean, the list is immense. And one of these days I want to compile something together, kind of show you guys, to give you an idea of what we do sponsor. Obviously there's projects too, you know, specific projects, whether it be something really cool cosplay or really awesome, you know, build something out of the box, something different. But we also do like, you know, partnerships like that with a nonprofit, help supply them the filament to help them build those, and they're going to be sending out some prototypes to some people, and then eventually become a full-on product. If a small company in the US can export to Europe in a year and a half into warehouse, Polymaker to be able to open warehouses faster in Australia, Europe, and yeah, so we do have a warehouse. We have a warehouse in the Netherlands, and then obviously China, and then Houston, Texas. Nothing in Australia yet, but Matt 3DP, he takes care of that. he knows the Polymaker stuff probably better than I do, and he's a reseller. Not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just he is a very bright individual. Let's see here. Let's make sure I didn't miss anything. Subscription. We read that. Do you think Polymaker will be producing a printer? That's always been a thing. I don't know if anybody caught the stream that we did live from Nico's house. I think back in July, we had a kind of a team get together and barbecue, played some games. We may have teased something. Now, of course, it was complete joke tease. But I don't know. There's a couple people that called it out, but I don't think anybody really ran with it. So nothing currently. I mean, would it be awesome? Yeah. We do partner. So if I don't know if you've seen recently, it's not even recently. Recently, we posted about our partnership with Snapmaker, but we've been partnered with them for various projects. Obviously, the Snap Dryer is a collaboration with ours. It's the Poly Dryer. But partner with them to showcase the U1 in all its glory by adding 1.5 million colors to what you can print. Not that you can't print other filament, but again, that partnership, just showing that partnership, that's been around for a while. That's nothing new. But they're great. And I mean, if that U1 is all that it's been cracked up to be and has been to people that I talk with, do we really want to try to compete with that? Maybe we'll just ask them to make a teal version and we'll call it the Polymaker U1. You never know. And Pezos, are we there yet? Close. Very, very close. Which I don't even know. Let's see. I meant to do this earlier. So rather than forgetting about it by the time I end the stream, why don't I just check check my itinerary while I'm on stream? Okay, no, I'm flying out. Okay, yeah, so I'm flying out late on Thursday. That's why I didn't remember what time I had to be at the airport. So yeah, so what to do tomorrow? Okay, cool. Now I got that out of the way. Is there a solution for color paralysis? What is color paralysis, you say? Is that where you have so many colors you don't know which one to pick for a project, so you just freeze? I don't know. Because if that's what it is, I suffer from that on the daily. There's so many times I put off starting a project because I just don't know what colors I want. I'm doing the full Dracula Castle. I've got a handful of things printed in on that. Still plenty to go, but the way that I printed a piece, I scaled it way down. I printed it 4 different times because it was just 2 colors, and I wanted to see which color looked the best. I'm super overcritical of like, okay, well, this looks okay, or is this going to look all right? Should I use this color? Well, maybe, yeah. When I just print whatever. I promise you, if it your first thought is this color with this color, it's probably going to turn out all right. But yeah, so 100% I suffer from that. There's been projects I still haven't started because I don't know what color. Same with the Ripper mask. I'll probably put that off for weeks because I really like to go OG. Because then you really, I mean, not that you don't recognize what it is because just how it looks, but OG is always great. But you know, then again, showcase some awesome colors. The Dracula Castle, I went over, or not over. I went away from the traditional colors that Fulv used. Some of them I'm probably going to use. I haven't decided yet, but mine's in some newer colors. I'll show that off once I'm done. It's only, I think, 4 or 5 pieces printed. I have the base, which is the big pieces, and then we'll throw everything together. Put your hand over your eyes and point your other, or just, you know, have a list, have like an Excel list of all the colors you have, and just do a Russian roulette. Like, oh, hey, pick a random color, or I guess you can copy and paste it in ChatGPT and say, pick me a random color. And it's gonna go. Bloop. That might be the best way to do it. 9K USA, Joel, sent you a DM on Discord. Did you get it? No. I don't have any. Okay. If I did, then I must have clicked it because I only have one unread. I don't even see your name in my list. I don't have any pending. Hold on. Yeah, no, I don't have any pending anything. You sure you messaged me? Peekaboo, you talking about the Dracula castle? It's awesome print. Awesome print. But Mad Cat, shoot me another message. Yeah, but it's weird because I don't delete my messages, which is horrible. I probably should because I have some really old ones in there. But I don't see you anywhere in the even in my message list. I would imagine you're yeah, I've seen your thing. It's Mad Cats in the server. Or Mad Cat USA. Huh. Make sure, I mean, I don't think I have anybody blocked. I mean, and if I do, it completely by accident. No, I don't even know where else to look. Yeah. Shoot me a message. If you can, shoot it to me now. I just want to see if it's coming through because I don't see anything. And I'll let you know. We'll figure this out. Figure it out together. Let's see here. TFW, you realize you have 150 plus kilograms of filament. Only a handful are duplicates. Who? Wait, or TFW. What is TFW? It's not ringing in my head what TFW means. Printing out also, make sure just need 5 of each color and type. Just need 5 of each filament color and type. See, Builder's Mark, that honestly is so true. Even with all the filament I have, like even just today, there's some stuff I'm printing for the project next week of PLA Pro blue and white. And ideally, to print it all in time, I need multiple spools. And I luckily, I don't even know why I ordered some because I had blue and white in my normal in my room. But I'm like, I need like, you know, another spool of each one. And for whatever reason, I had some ordered, and I don't even know why I ordered it because this order that's over in a box. I'm pointing to it. Was ordered before this project, before I knew I was using those colors. But weird. And Mad Cat, if you did send that again. Oh, you're driving. Okay, yeah. Definitely don't send it then. I was gonna say if you did send it, I didn't get it. That feeling when? The feeling? That feeling? Are we debating which one's the right word or right wording? Feeling when? I mean, either one works. I guess it just depends on the context. But what else was I gonna show? So I showed that. I showed that. I showed this. I showed that. I don't have anything else to show right now. What did I print? Here, I'll hint at something. That, ooh, well, that's washed out. It's only a partial. But that is part of a cool print. But I can't show it yet. I can't even talk about it yet, though I'm talking about it. There's a designer that's designed part of it, and I did some modifications of my own to it. So once we're all good with the designer, then bada bing, bada boom. Oh, that feeling. That's okay. So I'm just reading the feeling when and that feeling when is just random stuff that you guys were saying, not realizing you were answering my question. So thanks for the clarification, Critter42. I am an idiot. I'll learn one of these days. That feeling when you realize you're not very bright. But I say but a lot. Do I say but more than I say now? Because at least that's an upgrade from what I used to do when I streamed. There were so many ums and uhs. We all are at some point. Very true, purplish. Why aren't you full purple? Why are you only purplish? Bailey, just Bailey. Is it just Bailey? Like you have no middle name and no last name? World weary wicker. www. Wicker, wicker, wicker. That's wiki. I don't know, whatever the song is. Making it impossible for people to insult you because you insult first. Yes, I've always been that way. That's why I have thick skin. I don't. There's very little things you could ever do to actually insult me. I take things. Well, I don't know what the saying is. I'm looking at the Wicker name and I'm trying to remember the song at the same time I'm trying to think. But yeah, no, I'm not easily offended. Not very easily offended at all. You want the whole story? Oh, there's a story behind Bailey, just Bailey. Fair. I don't know if the chat would let it go for a full story, but I'm going to come up with one. I don't have one. It wouldn't even be that interesting if I came up with one. Peekaboo, but yeah, I think there's a lot of buts more than there is ums. Jonathan always just smiles and says thank you in response to every. Yeah, that's why not. Yeah, you can't take words to be that offended by. You know, people can say what they want to say, think what they want to think. That's the joy of free will. It's up to you on how you take it. Story time. Grab your pillows, everyone. The cat says hi. She apparently likes Joel's voice. She keeps staring at the speaker. Hello, kitty cat. I know Dee in our Discord, her cat Oliver is very talkative, but he's just talkative in general, not because he hears my voice. But hi, kitty kitty. Meow. 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 Did that get his attention? Her attention? Polymaker rocks. Ram, you rock. You rock it like a rock star. But it is. Why is it so warm down here? I mean, the lights don't help. I think my fan needs to be repositioned because it's not very cool down here. Of course, there's a lot of butts. We're all sitting on one. This is true. Very true. We're back to Polypalooza. That was so hype. Polypalooza was fun. Remember when Polypalooza was, and remember that come the same time next year, or at least around the same time. And I always tell people, whether it's events or campaigns or whatnot, we always like to go bigger and better. That's going to be no exception. Our intentions for the next one, big. I mean, it was pretty big this time, but big, a little bit more organized. There's some prizes that may have taken longer than it should have. I'll take blame on that. I'm the one that facilitated handing out majority of the prizes, at least the big prizes. Most of the people got their stuff right away. There were some delayed. One, we made a mistake of doing a Elegoo Centauri, not the Carbon, and that's still not released. So the guy got an upgrade. He got a Centauri Carbon. I don't think he was upset about it. You guys are incredible just for saying that. Oh, well, you know what? You're incredible for being totally ridiculous. In a good way. I like ridiculous. Is it hot down there or is it just you? I'm not that old. Do men have a version of what is it? I don't know if it's menopause, whatever it is. I mean, we have midlife crisis, but anybody can have a midlife crisis. So I don't think it's just me. But who knows? What is I don't even know. See, the icons are too small, Ram, and I can't zoom in on them on this app. But anyway, anything else to talk about? I jumped into this one. We didn't have a soccer game today, so that's why I didn't start at 8. Next week I'm gonna be traveling, but let's see here. Is it 3 hours behind? 2 hours behind? Either 4 or 5 p.m. that time. We'll see. Maybe you guys seem to like the randomness. Would you like a random stream on the road, maybe with a surprise guest? It's not going to be a 2-hour thing where I ramble on a lot. If I do one next Tuesday, it'll be an hour or less. No, Tech Jeeper project next week after 3D Printopia. I'll be in New Mexico. So yeah. That went way over his head. Must be in a basement. I get that. The whole house is over my head. Random is awesome. I like to be able to talk to you guys too. That's like we've talked about before. That doesn't happen. I'm not going to T-Pain's house if that's what you're saying, Jupiter. I'll talk about it. I've talked about it before. It's not a secret. Me and Sam Prentice will be leaving 3D Printopia and heading over to New Mexico right after the event. Well, a day after the event, to then go revisit Bosque School Labs. If you guys weren't part of that stream, Bosque School is a private school out of New Mexico, Albuquerque, New Mexico, and just awesome. I want to say is it a campus, an awesome campus, beautiful little place, and they do amazing things. They had seniors, and they even had like I think a junior that was going into her senior year, that was giving presentations to giant conferences, to universities, to professors, like insane stuff. And that was just like one story of one student. A lot of them have done the same thing on different categories, everything else. But anyways, what we did, they had a maker lab, and they have a robotics team and whatnot, but they were running off of, I think one, maybe a couple Ender 3s or Ender 3 V2s that were donated to them by Maker's Mission, led by Amir and or Father Funk if you see him in Discord. I'm doing again. Look at that. I said I wasn't going to do it, and here I am. But anyway, they help get 3D printers into the hands of schools and things, places that don't have them, that could use them and utilize them. So they did have some given from Maker's Mission. We decided to give them a little bit of a boost and an upgrade, and Polymaker sponsored 10 brand new Bamboo Lab printers. A1 minis kind of for the whole class. I think there was 8 of them, and then 2 P1Ss, and go with combo to help print bigger pieces, whether for robotics or other projects. So we went and set those up, built those with everybody, and I ended up building one racing up against another student, which was fun time. But we're gonna go do a follow-up. We're gonna see kind of how, now it's been mostly summer, but now that the year has started, what have they been using it for? How has it helped them improve things that they did before? What has their experience been with them? So just a few kind of we'll say almost like a mini Meet the Polymaker type interview. I don't even say an interview. It's going to be a chat. We're going to have fun with it. Sam's going to be with me. And we're also going to do a stream where we build Death Racers with them. So make sure to tune in. We're going to be streaming Tuesday and likely Wednesday. But it will be, I think it was 10 or 11 a.m. whatever time it is in Albuquerque. Is that mountain time? Mountain Daylight Time. So right now it's 6:14, so it is, so it's 2 hours behind. So if you're East Coast, you're looking probably about noon to 1 p.m. Tuesday and Wednesday. I'll get the times out there. I'll post them up so that we see an announcement in Discord. If you're not over in Discord, I urge you guys, we're over 19,000 members, and we'll talk about something here in a second about that. But so a follow-up and some fun Death Racers. We're gonna have some kind of pre-built so we can have them assembled, have them battle. I don't have any pieces, but I'm printing the pieces now for their school themed one, which will be fun. But yeah, it's gonna be awesome. I don't think, no, I have all the parts in the other room. With that said, the 19,000 members, over 19,000 members on Discord. Last year it seemed to have been the 4th quarter of the year. I know that's business talk. Most people don't say 4th quarter. Anyway, 4th quarter, the last 3 months of the year, we seem to have an uptick, at least last year, of where we gained a lot per month of members. And right now, let's go ahead and let's just get the exact number. We are currently at 19,081 members, and I'm going to tease it here soon. I've got to get things rounded up, see exactly what we're going to do. I mean, do we celebrate at 20,000? Or do we just wait and 20,000 is okay, but let's celebrate at 25,000? What do you guys think? I mean, I think that merits its own special stream, maybe a weekend stream. Kind of fun, different stuff. I can't say it's going to be on par with Polypalooza. Polypalooza is a really big investment. But you guys have helped grow that server. You've helped like maintain it, of just helping people, being the knowledge point, being the support point, being the inspiring point of it all. just a lot of cool things you guys have done helping build that system up. Mad Cat, I do have your message now. How did I not find you in my, I even searched by your name. But no, I do see your, I will respond to that after this. I'm sorry. But what happens is if I click it by accident and clear the notification and I don't read it at that time, I forget to go back to it. And by the end of the night, even, you know, halfway through the day or most of the way through the day, you're probably going to be buried in 10 messages. But I have it pulled up, so even if you get buried, yours is the one showing. Let's see here. Go back. I'm actually behind now. We're just waiting for all new product announcements this week, this weekend. Nothing this weekend. There's stuff coming, but not this weekend. Do a surprise guest, but it's some random person off the street. Pilly ridiculous. You know what? When me and Sam get together, we like to have fun. We're both, of course, very energetic people. We very positive, have fun with. Maybe we'll find something kind of goofy if we can. If it makes sense, we'll see what we can do. Worst case, you're just going to get me and Sam sitting in a hotel lobby goofing off. But we'll see. There's a lot of cool things in Albuquerque. Last time we went, I had the chance to take my wife with me, and we explored some places, Old Town, Mountain, all that. So a lot of cool places, a lot of cool backdrops, potential backdrops we can have. So we shall see. David, Paulina, any updates with Slice Engineering in Gainesville, Florida? Greet me. Okay, so you're talking probably the pallets. Right now, it's a little bit different this year, where Loyal is going to be processing them up at his place. Majority of them. We'll probably still do a visit down to Houston. Kind of go, depending on how many pallets rack up between now and, say, end of October, beginning of November. But yeah, I don't, from there, it really depends on the amount of pallets that we have, that we process, everything else. So I don't want to promise anything. I'm sure they'll be on board if we're able to do so again. But I don't know. Things are a little bit different this year, a little bit more organized and ahead of time. But we'll see. Stay tuned. It'll definitely be announced. Loyal will put it out there all over the place if that is going to happen. So I kind of give him the keys and let him drive while I'm just in the back playing my Game Boy, and just I'm there when I'm needed. And I help, going forward too. If you have 12 or so minutes and have never heard it, you need to find and play Weird Al's Albuquerque at least once on your road trip to New Mexico. I know I've heard that song. I can't tell you how long ago. I used to have all of his, here we go, I'm gonna date myself. I used to have all his cassettes. Eventually CDs. Yeah, I loved Weird Al. Weird Al's hilarious. Polymaker is also more printers for schools is absolutely fantastic. I can read really well. Wait, did I read that backward. Oh, okay, I missed it the first time. Okay. TechJeeber correlated directly to you becoming community manager. Coincidence? Probably. Yeah, TechJeeber, I'm still scratching my head over why did Polymaker think I was a good fit for this, but I will take it. I love what I do, and I haven't been able to say that in a long time. So even a year and let's see, August, September, almost a year and 2 months, coming up on 2 months, a year and 2 months. Still love it. It's amazing. You guys you guys make it that much more awesome. So can't complain with the people I get to deal with. I could complain, but what's it gonna do? All 25,000 members each get 25 spools of filament. Excessive? Nah. That would be, let's go 25,000, 25 spools per times $25 on an average price per spool. Yeah, no, we had 25,000 members in Discord and we hand out $15.6 million in filament. I don't think I even need to get authorization for that. I can just roll with it. It's not going to happen. We'll be there if it happens. Somebody has to mess with Joel and Nico. Yeah, that's true. Nico mostly, because usually I'm involved with the messing with. So that is my son's favorite song. No lie. Yes, my kid. Hey, I like weird kids. I was a weird kid, so I'm not going to bash on them at all. Oh, Polymaker first spool stab with Builder's Mark. How we did not think about getting that filmed, I have no idea. I don't think, did I have the Pocket? No, I didn't have the Pocket 3 by that time. But still, cell phones, like how none of us had a cell phone out to record that. Oh, I still relive that through my head like it was yesterday. Hilarious. Music cassettes are making a comeback. We're not old, we're ahead of times. Yeah. Sure. If you go to Mexico, you should go last time and wait, you should go like last time in the van with Sean. Sean won't be in New Mexico, so it'll just be myself and Sam, and it's New Mexico though, the state, not the country. Brian, thank you very much for the support. Just the look on it. Yes. I mean, it's like I said, the best way to describe the look on Nico's face, real quick story. I've told it before, but some may not have heard it. We're at the factory. We have a very first spool that ever came off the factory line. It's just a transparent PLA. It's not even the catalog, but it was just the first kind of official spool that came off. It's still vacuum sealed. It's sitting on a shelf in the office. You know, it's a prized possession. It's a collectible. You can't remake the first spool. So we all know Loyal likes to stab spools to open them, and we swapped one with one in out of the warehouse that was closely resembled, but it was going to be fast enough. It didn't have to be say Polylite PLA on it. I think it ended up being PETG clear. Either way, a vacuum sealed spool that we put on the shelf, and I then hid the first spool. And as we're walking from the factory into the front office, Loyal's in front of Nico. I'm behind him. We're walking and we stop right by the shelf, and we just start a conversation. And then Loyal's like, I don't remember how the whole conversation went, but oh hey, I said, hey, did you show him the first spool, Nick? He's like, oh no, he didn't. Yeah, this is the first spool. And Loyal's looking at it like, oh, that's really cool. Like, oh, so this is like the first one that came off the line. Yep. He's like, oh, what I like to do with these. Flips out his pocket knife, stabs it right there. Nico's face just goes and like ghost white. And the only way I can describe it, on the look on his face, was his gears were turning in his head of how was he going to chop his body into pieces and where was he going to bury it? Because he was just like, what? Like, did you really just do that? And of course, I break character. I start laughing. Loyal starts laughing. Nico's still in this mode, like, what just happened? We go walk into the conference room where we're just going to sit and talk. And I'm telling him, like, no, Nico, like, hey, here's the real one. Like, it's still like, it took him a little bit to come down from where he was at that point. But yeah, he went flush. Exactly. Yeah. So I know I've told that story. A lot of you have heard it like 50 times, but it is a great memory, and how it didn't get caught on film, I have no idea. We had so many cameras, so many cell phones, and none of us thought, hey, somebody kind of like nonchalantly, we had enough people there. Mark was there, Builder's Mark, Mrs. LM was there. I think even at that time, I don't know if the kids were there. I think the kids were there too. Just somebody like, hey, just act like you're playing on your phone, but we didn't. Opportunity missed. But anyway, I was gonna go back. So both. So we get back on the 20 to 25,000. Do 20K, 25K, every 1K. Okay, Ram. So yeah, I mean, I think 20K is something. The goal was, my end goal was by the end of the year to be at 25K. It's possible still. If you guys know anybody, any group of people, any army of people, or an entire country that just recently got internet, and you want to introduce them to good 3D printing content and knowledge and support and everything else, discord.polymaker.com. How quickly can we get to 20,000? Basically, depending on how quickly we go to 20,000, it won't affect things. I think we still need to do something at 20,000. But if we're growing fast enough, we'll maybe do some giveaways at 20,000. But if you guys actually are able to get the traction rolling and 25 is obtainable, like actually obtainable, then yeah, we'll maybe then do a big giveaway 25. Gotta hit that 25. I'd love to hit that at the end of the year. 25K. That sounds like a good salary in Ohio. Wait, should I be getting paid for this job? I volunteered my time. House payment has been made in over a year, but just have Snapmaker tell everyone that backed the U1. That's what the partnership. Yeah, because I mean, I would imagine there's a good chunk of them that are already here, but they have their own Discord. They have another place. Shout out our Discord. If they would do it, great. But having a partnership with them, could we maybe give away some U1s? I hear from a bird. The production is going well. There's been no crazy hiccups or stops or anything. So maybe they'll have some extras they can throw our way. Any word on purple Polymax PLA restock? Shoot over a message to support@polymaker.com, Jupiter, and Sean will be able to look that up. So yeah, I don't know offhand. I can get into the back end, but be quicker if you send that message over to him and he can let you know. Try to go to HR and fill out the paperwork. That's what it was. They did send me an email and said sign these, sign up for direct deposit. Huh. Think they'll back pay me for a year? Yeah. Good evening. Hope had hey, Polymorph. Been a good day. Gonna get soon to wrap it up. So real quick before we do, we're at 95 entries, which is about the viewers we have. So I actually think everybody here is entered that's hanging out. If you haven't done it yet, type in I am awesome. Let's get you entered in for some chance at some filament. I thought you agreed to be paid in filament. I have plenty of filament. If the numbers of spools of filament you have depend or determine your wealth, yeah, then I'm a very rich man. Unfortunately, I've tried it. The banks do not accept filament as a form of payment. I know it's not fair, but that's what they said. Polymaker going to come out with PBA, possibly. I always said, here's the joke me and Pete make all the time, and it's not even a joke. It's like it's a real response, but it's kind of fun joke response. We don't have PBA yet. And the reason it's always that, because even if we don't have the color yet or the material yet, if it's feasible, if there's a demand for it, if people want a certain color, etc., we 99% of the time will come out with it. R&D is working on a ton of stuff. Our release schedule for the rest of the year is still huge. And there's still more stuff being worked on. There's still stuff being planned for next year for release. So it could be. If you like it, voice your opinion. Tag Polymaker Pete. I think that would fall under his Polymaker Prime family set. PBA. See, I don't know a lot on it yet. Is it high temp? If it's high temp, then application use, it'll be more for Polymaker matte. If it's standard temp, PLA, PETG, TPU, that type of printing, then it'll go under Pete, Polymaker Pete. You can tag them in general and say, hey, any chance at PEBA, PEBA or PEBA? PEBA, because there's not two E's. We have 6 spools. Is that equal to Jupiter Robotics? If that were the case, yeah, I would I would be okay with that. But again, it's finding the people that accept it as payment. 23_blue dude. Hey Joel, is there any update to dark mode on Polymaker's website? I don't know, but stay tuned, because you're going to see an update. You will see an update. I don't know the ETA. Maybe next month. A significant update to the site. We did send out some surveys to get some feedback on things, and ideally the stuff that was good will stay. I haven't seen it yet myself. I've seen like snippets of it, but to be announced, or date to be determined. Oh, that would fix Sean's basketball problem. It's true. I'd like to see. I haven't messed with it yet. One of these days I want to buy some Varia Shore TPU. I don't do like cosplay. I'd love to, but I just want to use it in other applications because it looks like a really interesting filament. And if that's the case, I'd love to see us carry it also. Candy Apple Blue. Yeah, I'd like to see like a pearlescent. That would be a very nice filament. I don't know what can be obtained with tech and materials, but yeah, we'll see. I mean, our Panchroma line is the fastest growing line. And it's got the more room for growth because it's colors. Keep out like colors. It's all PLA. Ease of manufacturing is there. It's the other stuff that has to be developed and a base formula and everything from there. Finally, you can make a lot of Polymaker scientist figures with a single spool. Yes. Did I miss something? Got to pay with Flexi Dragons. Yeah, if I could pay things with Flexi Dragons of what I used to sell them for, I'd be okay with that. We could buy the bank. We could print the money. These are all solid options. If you guys want to go ahead and look into that for me and let me know. It's Joel, Jolie, or Joelle. Do it, lady. Speaking of, oh, you can't see it because there's. Did you see the hint there? There could be something in it. But my point was this. I'm pointing this out. Do it, lady's not there. Where's Chit? Where'd Chit go? He's gone. He's no longer in this house. I didn't give him away because it's mine. But if you're going to 3D Printopia, sneak peek, Chit's there. You guys knew I had to bring Chit along. So I don't know how I'm going to display him yet because maybe I need to print a stand before I leave. But he will be there. Do it, lady. Fun. So fun. Oh, not what did Chet do? No, it's Chit. Not Chet. Chit. Chit. He's a wonderful individual. Just with a great personality. He's good people. Chit is ready to chat. Hey, if I could make a reason to have Chit on like Meet the Polymaker, I would. I mean, maybe it's something that I do on this. This stream is still, ideally is something 3D printed related. Maybe I find out that Chit does have a 3D printer. If that's the case, find an excuse to get him on. Is there a black person here? Is there a black person here? Oh, there it is. Success. His dad's kind of a tough guy, though. Yeah. As soon as he came in and started talking, like, I knew what the twist was going to be. And I'm happy to see it. But he's not a very pleasant guy. Chit's dad, that's for sure. Change the sound on your bamboos when the print is done. Instead of the peep, it says success. If I could do that, 100%. It'd be like a MIDI though. It'd just be weird. Sorry, Chit, did you say, is there a black person in here? Yeah. Success. Anyway, can't remember the event it was, but the event where Polymaker streamed the whole event asking people questions about Polymaker. Will something like that happen again? That was at Rapid TCT, and Tiffany knocked it out of the park. That was her first kind of a big online presence, and she killed it. That was and that was not me. Even though I'm the guy in front of the camera more often than others, that was Tiffany's whole plan of getting it. Hey, I'd like to do this and do interviews and all that. And yeah, I did like it, being able to bring people in, bring the team in. I was surprised. My fear going into that was being so early in the morning starting, and being that it's in the middle of the week, so everybody's at work. I was afraid there's going to be 10 to 20 people in there. And it's not for the lack of you guys being supportive. You guys are amazing supportive, but being able to do so, like whether you're at a job and be able to tune in and all that, it was active. You guys were awesome. But to answer your question, will it happen again? I would like it to. In some form, it is hard because we do have to have somebody there nonstop. We've talked about having that at the rep wraps. The only problem there is having consistent streaming. But I would like to. I'd like to. My goal is always to bring you guys to all the events in one way or another, whether it be like that setup or me walking around with the camera. That doesn't always happen. I get wrapped up in a lot of things all at once, and I don't follow through with them. I don't even think, I didn't even do it at the Midwest Rep Wrap, which it was so hot and muggy. You probably would have ruined the pocket, but or the pocket 3. I will be at Form Next in November. Definitely gonna. And last year we were fortunate enough to have Sideline View Station there with his son, and they streamed, and there were some technical issues. We kind of worked through them. I'm talking to his son on one phone, he's streaming to the other. But we'll have a better structured setup there. I'll have the Pocket 3. It'll probably only be Twitch streaming, or maybe YouTube. We'll see. Make sure to make a YouTube, because I think YouTube would be nice because it's going to be a VOD. Twitch doesn't do VODs because we're not partners or affiliates. But anyway, we'll talk more about that closer it gets. It's in the middle of November. I will be there. I definitely want to take you guys there. 3D Printopia, I'd like to do the same. They'll probably be shorter though, because there's so many things and moving parts that I'll be involved in. It'll all be hard to do a real long stream, but at least a good walkthrough. A good hey, hello to different people. That is my goal. I want to make that happen. Got it all here, fully charged up, ready to go. No, CPU, HDPLA, or no, this was this was Galaxy Black. But yeah, see, there we go, ready to go. This thing is amazing. Love that we got this. It's been so useful. But anyway, we're gonna do a drawing because I need to go eat dinner because I think I missed it. So type in "I am awesome" in chat real quick. I'll try to catch up anything else there is. But yeah, it's again 23 Blue Dude. I'd like to in some way or form because it was very fun to do that. Since you had a free 3D printer and then get a Diablo spawn, I mean that's one way, and that's more of a personal thing. I don't think Polymaker would be like, "Hey, that's a great idea," unless we could get a spot on the stream. And his streams get over what, 1-2 million views. They're not streams, but his TikToks. I don't know, maybe I should reach out to him. We'll see. Tiffany setting trends and breaking hearts. Yeah, no, Tiffany's awesome. Like I said, she did amazing on that, and people loved her. She was so afraid. She was so afraid on that. Like, trust me, your energy, your personality, people will love you. So, and I was right. Got a wireless mic set up finally. I like, especially for the budget price. Yeah, wireless mic so much. I mean, this is nice because of sound quality, everything here. But this is for this setup. For me to, you've been in a Discord hangout when I have SB Creations. When I walk around from here to the workshop and all that, a wireless thing is much better. Yeah, get those "I am awesomes." Oh, we're 107, so we're there. Joel's going to trick us and draw a smiley face on a sticky note. Yeah. Yes. Good idea. I'm gonna steal that now. And nobody mentioned the door. No lights on either. I finally, so quick, while you guys are doing "I am awesome," the lights in there's 3 light switches because there's sections of lights. They all have RGB light bulbs in them, smart light bulbs. And for whatever reason, the one right there at the end of the stairs, it lost connection, didn't respond to things, and it was the soft white, the kind of yellow light. I hate that. I want, like, everything is cool white for me. I want bright white. And I finally got around to resetting the bulb, reconnecting it to my home, and now it's it's off now, but it's back to the right color. SP Creations 21, no idea what you're talking about. Doesn't make any sense to me what it's even supposed to mean. Notice the door, just didn't say anything. Fair. Okay, but real quick, I need to go over here. Let's refresh. Go to that good old Twitch channel. Let's see. You know what? It's been a little bit. I'm not gonna raid out yet because I gotta change scenes here. So let's go here. Giveaway. Transition's still there, but it's fancy. Oh, somebody's coming down, sneaking down right in time for a green screen, black screen, whatever. But anyway, I'm gonna give 10 more seconds to let you get your entries in there. You need something? It's just the Tuesday stream. You're okay. But we're gonna do a drawing in 10 seconds. You got 10 seconds, and after that, I'll say my goodbyes. I'll ramble on for another 12 minutes, not realizing the raid happened, and then we're gonna raid out to Layer by Layer, who is one of the hosts of Unspooled, the Unspooled podcast. They will be at 3D Printopia. Him and Moji 3D will both be there. They'll have a booth set up and everything, so it'll be awesome to see them there. Make sure after we do this drawing, you go show them some love. Both awesome guys, fun content, got a good thing going, so let's support them. They're great community members. They've helped out in many ways, so let's help them out. Jonathan CWTN, you know how to get a hold of me, so I'm not even going to give you the spiel. Reach out. I'll get you that free spool of filament. Congratulations, and make sure to tune in this Thursday for Meet the Polymaker, where we're going to interview none other than, I don't have the thumbnail up there yet. My bad. Cyber Jules. She is also actually live. We should have went there. So she's also a good one to go check out if you haven't. But thank you all for your support. Thank you for coming here to watch me ramble on for an hour and 18 minutes. Get some energy out. Get some pent up stuff. But Love you all. Can't wait to see some of you. I don't know how many, but some of you at 3D Printopia. If you see me, make sure to come say hi. I'll be the chicken with its head cut off, so you can go ahead and just hey real quick, Joel. So thank you guys all for everything, and we will see you next time. Have a wonderful night, and that's it. I had to do the other thing for Meet the Polymaker. See you guys later.